Welcome back, everyone, for our next session. And finally, in the latter part of this afternoon or evening, we will also have some inputs from the young HR professionals or young HR minds. More on that later. But now, no doubt, you've enjoyed the afternoon's repast. Hopefully, you have also had an opportunity to visit the stalls at the exhibition, both at this level and the one below, and we certainly urge you to do that. So, you're back here. May I suggest, if your phones are on now, that they need to be switched off again. Thank you. Now, as you know, this whole event is being captured on video, that at a future time, you might even be able to enjoy the record of it. We have cameras here, there, and everywhere, capturing all of the action that is going on. And during this particular session to follow, you may not be surprised, or rather, you don't need to be surprised if suddenly flashed on the screen, you find your image. So, just watch it. Now, the next of our presentations focuses on a vital aspect of things, not necessarily to do with today, but certainly a great deal to do with tomorrow, and the aspect of leadership. So it's not only just the management, but the nurturing of leaders. As you likely are aware, our speaker, as has been scheduled, was the Group President, Human Resources of the SR Group in India, Mr. Adil Malia. And he was recently in the United States of America, and he was on his way to Sri Lanka via India. Well, that's what he thought. But what did happen was he ended up in hospital, and he is now in New York City in a hospital there. He was not allowed to travel or even allowed to go back to his home country, but rather was detained there in hospital. And we certainly hope he's improving. However, his presentation is not lost. We have it, and it will be presented to us by someone who's made the effort to come from India here and present the same ideas as would have been presented by our other indisposed speaker. So we're very happy to invite and also introduce to you Mr. J. Sivasubramaniam, who is a general manager at MMTC Limited, which is a Government of India enterprise. And he has, for a time, also spent a couple of years in Tokyo at that same office of MMTC, and now, of course, has returned to New Delhi, where he is based. He has a background in HR for the past 35 years or more, and has served in various capacities in the same realm, and is very competent and able to deliver a presentation on the topic, Leaders, Born or Made. We'd like very much to invite Mr. J. Sivasubramaniam, and we invite your attention.
Good afternoon. Can I request all of you to get up? Thank you. For a split second, kindly follow me. Raise your right hand. Bring it down. Raise your left hand. Bring it down. Hold your left ear with the right hand. Many of you are confused which is your right hand. Drop the hand. Hold your right ear with the left hand. Please. Raise both the hands. Hold your ears. How many of you are holding your nose? I said hold your ears. And who held your nose? This is what happens if we follow people blindly. And that is the message I wanted to convey. Sir, please sit down, all of you. Sorry. we oftentimes imitate people without ever realizing that we can be better. Yes or no? Something is written here. What's written? Can I hear what is written there? Okay. Those who say leaders are born, please raise the hand. I'm the only one. And what about the princes and princes who are born in royal families? Are they not born leaders? Those who say leaders are made, raise the hand. I'm a true politician. I raise hand for both. Now let's think for a minute. Can you say for sure whether a leader is born or he or she is made? Can you say for sure? Ladies and gentlemen on that side? Or is it possible, just possible, that you have a combination of two? It's also possible sometimes leadership is thrust on you. We in Sri Lanka have the example. In India we have the example where a person is thrusted into a position of leadership. It can be political, it can be social, it can be entertainment world, or it can be business enterprise. So now tell me, are leaders born or made? Come on. Yes. Because if we say leaders are born, I can stop here and go home because you cannot nurture something which is not possible to be nurtured. Right? I think most of you here are from Sri Lanka. But back in India, we have an epic called the Mahabharata. Might have heard a little bit here and there. There are three characters. Can somebody shift the slides, please? Okay, here's with me. Yeah. Are you familiar with these characters of Mahabharata? You? Tell me, sir. I'm not very familiar. Can you read what's written there? Fair, sir. Fair enough, sir. We all heard of Gita, Bhagavad Gita, right? Now that credit for that goes to Krishna. He was a leader who never participated